Who we smoking on?
Here we go.
Who we smoking on? Who we smoking on? Tottenham. Who we smoking on? Tottenham. Who we smoking on?
Tottenham. Yeah.
Fuck them.
Light work.
Hello. Welcome back to SARS Football Corner. Welcome back to another live stream, another show, another video on the channel. Big up to everybody is tuned in nice and early. And everybody that's watching on the replay, make sure you smash the like button, make sure you're subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. We are back again with another episode of the Koora pod after an iconic moment in the game of football. An iconic time in Arsenal's history. Yeah? We semi-finalists right now, baby. We semi-finalists right now. Do you know what I mean? Cooking Tottenham, aka Real Madrid. Do you know what I mean? We're cooking them. We're gonna get into it. Because there's a lot to discuss, people. There's a lot to discuss. Man, we're getting cooked, whipped, put in a pot. Quick one. Do you know what I mean? How Serge Gnabry does it. One of them ones. Like it was mad. But listen, we are gonna get into it. Sorry for the lateness. My fault. I fell asleep in it. So big up to everybody. It was my fault. You're on mute. We can't hear you, Sami.
Lateness is greatness, man.
Yeah, man. Come on. Tell him again, man. But listen, we were late, but guys, we are here. Ash is not here. Souls is not here. Souls is on here because he's on holiday. Ash is not here because Ash has something personal that he had to do. We're not really going to discuss it, but something came up in his personal life. So obviously, big ups to him. But guys,
it's not easy being famous.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Sami and T are here with me. We're going to be speaking about the Champions League. And listen, I am really fucking happy right now. Do you know what I mean? I'm gassed. And I think the boys are gassed. Like, do you know what I mean? This is going to be a very, very good stream where we discuss. Obviously, we're going to be discussing Arsenal slapping Madrid. Do you know what I mean? We're going to slap them up, bro. We slapped them up, bro. Yeah? We're going to be speaking about PSG next in the UEFA Champions League semi-finals. We're going to be speaking about Barca versus Inter. And we're going to be doing the predictions for the weekend Premier League fixtures as well. So listen, we're going to be doing all of that. And possibly some other things as well, like speaking about Europa League if we have time. Do you know what I mean? Of course, we only speak about premium competition.
Do we really have to, bro? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's only if we get time because we only speak about the premium competitions. Do you know what I mean? We don't really. It's a bit of a waste of time to speak about the Europa, do you know what I mean?
The Europa League page on Twitter was posting the Saka goals. You know what I'm saying? I was like, do you miss us or something? You know what I'm saying? Do you miss us?
Do you know what I mean? They really need to don't show my guys on your page no more. Do you know what I mean? Because then it affects our reputation in the ends, bro. In the ends, our reputation is getting scarred by you posting like pictures. Like don't associate with me on the net. Do you know what I mean? That's the kind of vibe that I'm on. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm on. I'm not Aston Villa where I'm playing the Europa League anthem. I'll never play that anthem again.
Bro, they need to prepare the Palmer clips for next year. You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna do the side by side. Who's really winning in this battle? Who's really winning in this battle? Nah, but listen, big up to everybody. Big up to Aaron in the building, my guy. Big up to Ali the fraud. Yeah, saying where are the two frauds, Ash and Souls? Listen, they are away. Twisted saying something came up.
Pause.
That's a mad pause. What the frick is going on with Twisted, bro?
Yeah, classic Twisted, bro. Classic.
Twisted is actually off key, bro. Sometimes, bro. This guy is off key sometimes. Big up Views of Sport, my brother. How you doing, my broski? Hopefully you're good. My brother, man. Big up to you, my broski. Listen, lads. Real Madrid. First game, we slapped up at home. Sorry, Tottenham, bro. We slapped them up.
Who? Real Madrid? Who?
Yeah,
You know
man.
Yeah. Now show some chest now. Now show some chest.
Who are these guys?
Yeah, you have the right, man. We have the right to do
Bro,
that. Man.
are you talking about the team that only had one goal against us in their lifetime? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Is that the team that you're talking about?
yeah. And it was a gift as well.
Yeah. Saliba
It was a
felt so.
gift. Yeah. So he was like, yeah, you know what? These men are actually like stretched. These men are actually like going fighting tooth and nail to try and get a goal, and they can't even get one. Like they can't
He still
even near
wants
us.
to get signed. You know what I'm saying? He wants the bonus.
Yeah, right. He's like, listen, guys, I helped you guys out. Remember that, yeah. For when I do come eventually in the future, when all of this stuff is sorted out that you lot going
I
on.
never
right,
thought of it
going on
that
right
way.
now,
until
Remember
you
what
put
I
it
did
that
for
way.
you, yeah? You know what I'm saying? Remember what
Yeah,
I did for
remember
you.
what
You know
I
what I'm
did for you. That
Yeah,
signing
yeah,
bonus better. Do you know what I mean? The signing bonus better work out, bro. The numbers better be right when I'm about to come in. Do you know what I mean? But listen, this Saliba guy. But listen, we slapped up Madrid on both legs. We're far ahead of them on both legs. Slapped them up. Listen, bro. It's been a long time since I've seen my team do that, bro. Yeah, we had to scale
You
our
never
minds.
seen your team smack up Madrid. What you talking about? A long time. What you talking about?
I mean, we did beat them in 2006, but it wasn't
So
like this
it's
significant.
so
You know?
so what I'm talking about is slap up a team, a
I'm
big
gonna smack
team.
a team like 5.
No. But
Not
I'm talking
1-0,
about.
you know, like a cheesy
I'm
one.
talking about slap up a big team. Yeah,
Mm.
it's been a long time since I've seen that. Not necessarily Madrid. I'm just talking
Well,
about the big
no,
team.
if that's the case, then City. Then we slapped them 5-0 this.
No. Talk about the Champions League. Do you know what I mean?
Champions
I mean,
League. Okay.
I'm talking about the Champions
I would
League.
say it's gonna be Milan, if I recall.
There you are, Babe Bros. Look at Babe Bros. She's so fraudulent. See, she is so fraudulent, bro.
This
Like,
comment is low-key a pause, but we'll move on. You know what I'm saying?
wait, she's oh my god.
What should be third leg?
Yeah, you lot, guys, well, like, you know what I mean? Yalla, come on, man, go on.
Bro,
you know
we're
what I mean?
happy. This is vibes. We're just vibing.
Yeah,
Alright, let's
man,
get reviving. Hey,
I think
guys,
this is the happiest
this
Koora
stream,
pot you'll ever see. I think. You know what
I
I'm saying?
can't lie, guys. This stream, yeah, this stream might be, bro. We don't know. Right now we're just gonna freestyle it. There is a plan, but the plan might go left or right. We don't know what's gonna happen on this stream because none of these guys are gonna tell me they want to go to sleep right now. So we're just gonna be chilling and like, do you know what I mean? I just need everybody to just come in here and vibe. All my Arsenal fans, just vibe with us, bro. Because like right now we're on top settings. Do you know what I mean? Like man are cooking that weren't cooking before, aka certain left wingers, which I was backing before. Do you know what I mean? Like you know what? Actually, furthermore, just because extra shame. Because I'm extra shameless. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I never thought I'd see this at the Bernabeu,
yeah,
bro. You know what I'm saying?
bro.
The celebration that he always does.
Furthermore, for certain other performances, this is just for the rivals personally.
Why are you crying?
Do you know what I mean? So that's just for the rivals. Big up my midfielder, my like Declan Rice, Declan Rose. You know what I mean? Big up to him. But listen, lads, let me know how you're feeling because I'm gonna be long when I speak, so I just need to know how you lot are feeling.
Go ahead, T. Since
let's go to T because do you know what I mean? At least me and Sami were having some sort of belief. He was on the side with the other man. Do you know what I mean? That we're trying to.
You know what it is? I never said that we were gonna get cooked by Real Madrid. First of all, you know what I'm saying? And when we had the conversation with the hooks, if you remember this, I don't know if you were there or not, but we were talking about styles and the fact that Real Madrid would suit us stylistically better than Atletico Madrid. And I agreed with that. You know what I'm saying? I said if we can go head to head with someone convincingly, it would be Real Madrid more than Atletico Madrid because of their play style. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't want Inter in the final, because I feel like Inter's play style just you know what I'm saying, it's way harder for us to deal with than the other play styles that we can come up against. You know what I'm saying? Like Barcelona or the PSG play style that we are coming up against in the coming round. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's one of those situations where, yes, I agree the fact that stylistically Real Madrid would be better against us than an Atletico Madrid. But I'm gonna be real, yeah. I never in a million years, never in a million years, and nobody thought this. Okay, if anybody said they thought this, they're just lying. You know, so they're literally liars, bro. I never in a million years thought that we could. I actually thought that we were gonna draw at home. You know what I'm saying? But I thought there is a possibility where we can win, but with a small goal margin. Bro, when I saw 3-0, I was baffled. I was even angry to the point that I was angry that it wasn't 5-0. You know, so because it should have been 5-0. It should have been 6-0. You know what I'm saying? The fact that it was 3-0 was doing them a favor, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? It was that convincing for me. So all I can say is big up to the boys and big up to the manager. I did not expect this. I did not expect that they had this in their locker against a big side like Real Madrid. And yes, people can talk about, oh, Real Madrid are weaker than the Real Madrid that we know. You know what I'm saying? And that could be true. Yeah. But at the end of the day, what I criticize the most about these players is not their talent or footballing abilities. What I questioned the most about these players was their mentality and the fact that they get scared very easily when it comes to very big and scary atmospheres. You know what I'm saying? We saw how we played against Porto away when the crowd was crazy. You know what I'm saying? We saw how we played against Atalanta away. We saw how we played against Inter. You know what I'm saying? Even
Even
though
I
it
think
was,
Villarreal as well, right? If
yeah,
you remember that.
Villarreal. Yeah, Villarreal. There you
Mm,
go. So
mm.
at the end of the day, what I questioned the most about these players was their mentality. And
Yeah.
the fact that they went to the Bernabeu, and I know you are 3-0 ahead, the fact that you won 3-0 against Real Madrid at your home is very impressive in the first place. Keeping a clean sheet with those attackers is very impressive, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that we went to the Bernabeu and still kept our cool, still kept the positive energy, still kept the killer mentality. You know what I'm saying? And we actually went out there and won at the Bernabeu. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I
True.
expected, I would have taken a 2-0 loss if we would have gone through to the next round. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
the
I
fact
predicted
that,
one win, a 1-0
yeah,
loss for my
no,
prediction. Yeah.
bro, I
Mm,
predicted a 3-1 to Real Madrid. You know what I'm saying? That
mm.
was my prediction. It was at least a 2 goal margin. You know what I'm saying? But at Hossam's stream, yeah, when I was there at halftime and in the first game, bro, I was so shocked. I was very nervous, but I was very shocked to the point that I was very convinced that we could actually beat these guys. You know what I'm saying? My mind suddenly changed at that moment. And no, I'm not a flip flopper. I just saw something this team do that I never expected them to do, especially with the amount of injuries that we have. You know what I'm saying? And with the amount of diversity that we have, adversity that we have had in this in this specific competition. You know, so not in the specific competition, but in the league overall or this year as a whole, I did not expect them to beat Real Madrid this convincingly. You know what I'm saying? So for me, big up the boys, big up Arteta. You know what I'm saying? I always criticize you, but the fact that you done them like this, bro, I have nothing but praise. The
Yeah.
only the maybe minuscule criticism I could have is why didn't you stop some players earlier in the second leg, like Party, for example? We could have prevented that yellow card. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
That's
that's
one of the
like
points.
a minuscule criticism I have for the
It's actually
overall
a huge one.
picture.
It's actually a huge one. I'm gonna miss him in the semifinals.
Yeah, we are gonna miss him in the semifinals. You know what I'm saying? But
First leg, yeah.
good thing it's at home, because if it was away, I would be even more scared. But at
Mm.
home, I could see us do something with Zinchenko in midfield against them, with Rice at the six. You know what I'm saying? I actually can do, because Jorginho is not going to play. I'm just going to say it
Yeah.
right now. That guy has broken ribs. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. That's going to hurt too much. It's not going to happen. So it's going to be Zinchenko in the midfield. Trust me. You know what I'm saying?
Or
But
maybe Moreno, he drop him back and get Trossard up front. Maybe.
that could help as well. But for me, I'm gonna be real. I liked Zinchenko at midfield this year, so I would like to see him more often at midfield.
Surprisingly, he plays well there. I agree with you.
Yeah, because he is a
Mm.
midfielder, Sami. You know what I'm saying? We knew this.
Mm.
He is a midfielder originally. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I'll finish off by saying this. Yeah, Declan Rice. Yeah,
Mhm.
if anyone comes goes to any stream or speaks to me personally about Declan Rice and does not call him world class, for me, you have an agenda at the end of the day.
Agreed.
Because there's one thing that separates the world class players from the normal players, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And that is turning up in the against the big sides in big knockout stages, whoever it is, you know what I'm saying? We struggled against Atalanta and against Porto, bro. You know what I'm saying? This weakened Real Madrid side is still better than those two sides that we faced and
Definitely.
struggled
Yeah.
against at their home. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that this guy home 2 free kicks, khalas, man of the match. Away, he was everywhere. You could not play Declan Rice. All the names that you bought, Achuameni, Kamavinga, Bellingham, Modric even. Okay, he's 40 years old. I'll give him a break. You know what I'm saying? All these players, Declan Rice was the best midfielder on that pitch, together
Yeah.
with all those star names that people called better than Declan Rice. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So for me, Declan Rice was the best midfielder in the second leg. In the first leg, it was Thomas Partey. I feel like he was unplayable the first match.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I
So
agree
for
with you.
me,
I've been told the panel same. Mhm.
Declan Rice, world class. And if you say otherwise, you just have an agenda. Bukayo Saka, world class. Nobody can convince me anymore that Saka is not a top 5 wingers of the world, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because that guy missed the penalty, and I saw the reactions of rivals and everyone and stadium and blah blah blah. People were cheering. He said, "Yeah, he done it again." Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And what did he do? He thought, first time it didn't work. Let me do it another time and chip him again. You know what I'm saying? And he chipped him again, and this time it worked. And then he went.
It was even better, you
Shush.
know.
It was even better, bro. Wallah, he looked at him and he
Yeah.
was like, "Ka!" You know what I'm saying? Like, the
Yeah.
Özil kick where Özil just hits the ball from the top
Taps
and it
it,
just
yeah.
bounces.
Yeah.
It was
Mm.
something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wallah, bro.
I agree
Big
with
up
you.
Saka. Big up Saka. That's my baller. I've always believed in him. I criticized him when it needed, but I've never doubted him when it comes to his ability. And for me, Saka is a top 5 winger of the world. If anything, I only can see right now maybe Salah and maybe Vinicius Jr., who are better than him when it comes to the wingers. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Other players, when it comes to your Yamals of the world and other players, they do not produce like Saka does. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's still Saka. You know? So
Hmm.
all I'm saying is, and for the people that disagree with me, be my guest. I am not an agenda merchant. You know, I am the standard FC guy. You know what I'm saying? But Bukayo Saka is world class. Declan Rice is world class. I do not want to hear shit anymore from rivals. Hold that. You are just jealous. You know what I'm saying? Khalas. Go ahead, Sami.
Well, thanks, Tian. I totally agree with everything you said. There are a few points that I would take from this game that I'm gonna just pin it a little bit there. So first of all, Saka, T, I agree with you. He's world class after that chip. Nobody can deny that. But missing a penalty, that was crucial for us. I don't know about you guys, but when I in my watch, like I went nuts and I went crazy because
So did I.
Same.
Yeah.
I thought that was
Same.
the point. They will actually, turn the table on us. To be honest, that's how I felt at that particular moment when he missed a penalty. You cannot miss a penalty in a big game like this. So that's the only downfall from Saka. Other than that, he was everywhere. He scored a magnificent, fucking amazing goal that you only can see in sometimes in PlayStations.
Mhm.
So I'll give that to Saka. Second point, Rice. I will reiterate the same point you said, T. Masterclass. If you want to see a masterclass performance without a GA, this is the game you watch it. You go see Declan Rice, what he did in Real Madrid and Santiago Bernabeu with zero GA. That's a world-class performance from Rice. He was everywhere. He didn't allow them to breathe. He was tackling. Man, his defensive effort, man, it's just out of this world, and that's why we paid 105 million for him. I totally agree with you, T. He is world class. Then the player that shocked me the most in a big stage like this, and even Saad sent a clip for him in the group chat, is Skelly. Skelly, man, with 18 years old, and you are showing this kind of composure and performance. Props to him, man. Props to him, and I hope we nurture him very well to become one of the best players in the world. Really, really, really well. And the one negative point as well is Partey. I don't see why he got the yellow card. I didn't see the necessity for him to get the yellow card. He got rattled. Yeah, he pushed Bellingham without any reason for him to do that. So that was really stupid. You can see even Rice shouting at him and saying, "Why the hell did you do that, man?" Yeah, man, we fucking need you, bro. I mean, that was unnecessary. So that's the only, like you said, minuscule point that I would look at. You shouldn't have done that. You know, you could have easily avoided it. You already had a masterclass in the first leg, and now, and even in this game, he was really phenomenal as well. Martinelli, I'm glad he's finding his feet. I wouldn't say he's scoring a lot and stuff, but I can see now he's more effective. He's faster in the ball. He's taking on his wing, the defense of the fullbacks and the defense, man. He's doing it. Yeah, now he's getting back. I mean, when I saw Martinelli from the beginning of the season up to now, he was shit, man. He was absolute shit, and I think all Arsenal fans were actually calling out to buy somebody else. They were calling up for Nico Williams, or Rafael Leao, somebody to come, because he was really, really shit. He was not doing what he's supposed to do. Arteta, props to him. I didn't see this coming from Arteta. I always thought he was one-dimensional and shit, and this 2 legs, he actually surprised me, and I have to give him props. Last point that is negative: Odegaard. He was shit.
Yeah.
I
didn't mention him on purpose.
I am sorry, man. I don't know what you guys think of him, but Odegaard was fucking shit, man. And I wish that Arteta had the balls. I told you he's a pussyo that to just put in Nwaneri in. Just put him in, man. You're already winning like 4 or whatever. Just put in Nwaneri. You could have, saw something from him. So I don't know what happened there, but that is it for me. Breaking down this game. We will speak about PSG on the next segment, I guess. So I'll leave Saad to give his thoughts on the game.
No, big up. Listen, where do I start, man? Where do I start? Who do I start with?
Oh, last thing, Saad. 2 assists from Merino. Who saw that?
Bro, okay. Can I say one thing before you go, Saad?
He was good, man. He was good.
Very short. Very short.
Tfaddal.
You know how I cooked Merino? I called him a truck. I called him, when he turns, it takes 3 business
bulldozer.
days.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I said those things, yeah. But ever since he started doing that whole shadow striker while having no striker, whatever he does, because he drops deeps and he facilitates while being there at the same time and scoring goals, you know what I'm saying? He does both. And I feel like he's been amazing. Sometimes he gets invisible in games, but when we see him, he is, in my opinion, been great. Those 2 passes, bro, the weight of the ball, the weight, bro,
it was perfect.
That's perfect. Just picture perfect, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Merino, big up to Merino, bro. He's proven me wrong as well. So a lot of people are proving me wrong, but this is what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting here and saying, oh, this can still happen, that can still happen. No, I want these players to prove me wrong. And this game they did, and I just want them to win it now.
Yeah.
Go and win it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want in life, is a Champions League. Go ahead, Saad.
Well, Sami, I think was going to go.
No, man, I'm done. I just wanted to add the Merino part because he shocked me in this game.
Nice one. Firstly, I mean, we already know that's been there from the very beginning. Yeah, that's been there from the very beginning.
Yeah, show him. Yeah, show him the chest.
Our smoking packs. Even though I only gave us a smaller chance to win over the 2 legs and get through, I never gave up on saying that we'll win the first game. I had to fight through. I had to run through brick walls, bro, just to explain to these guys how we'd win that first game at home. Yeah. And we did it. Yeah. My team slapped up Real Madrid at home. Said, hold on, sit on the floor. Mbappe, Vinicius Junior, Rodrigo, by the way, Rodrigo and Saka. That debate is done, bro. Saka's like here, and then Rodrigo is like somewhere here with his dad. Like they're just praying at Real Madrid, bro, at 3:30 in the morning, bro. Do you know what I mean? Just praying.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? By the way, I am making Real Madrid players' dads go to the Bernabeu early in the morning, bro, to pray. They're doing
It was a whole
Fajr.
Disney story, bro. A whole
Bro,
Disney story.
Man's doing Fajr. Man's doing Fajr prayer, bro. Just like quick one. Allahu Akbar. Right at the Bernabeu, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on, bro. What is going on, man? Calm down. I mean, you had to like something bad's happened, bro. You had to like you're shook. I thought these players weren't supposed to be shook. I thought these players were supposed to be like, yeah, we don't do none of that. We don't do the PR thing.
They got
All
pocketed
I've
by
heard-
Smelly and
See you
Timber,
at
man.
9. See you at 9, guys. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, bro.
So
These
stupid.
These man were saying madness. These man were saying remontada. These man were saying we'll see you at 9. Some people they just put Wednesday. They didn't even, they're not even putting like dates or something. They just said Wednesday, bro. I'm seeing players put Wednesday and that's it. Yeah, all of that talking, bro. All of that talking on the net, bro. Yeah, for what? You shit your pants, bro. When you pulled up to your stadium, you shit your pants because they couldn't get near us. They couldn't get near us. Do you know when they registered their first official shot on target, which was from Brahim Diaz, my baller, by the way, which was from Brahim Diaz,
He
bro.
was ass, bro. Have some shame.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. I'm still, you know what I mean? He's one of
You
our
play
own.
5 minutes, T. Come on, man.
Yeah, wallahi, the agenda is crazy.
he's
When his
the best City player.
when his guy wasn't even trusted to come onto the pitch even at time of
Yeah,
crisis.
why? Why?
Anyway.
Can I answer why? Because Ancelotti is a fraud. They want him sacked. And you know why? There you go. There you go. You know what? They want him sacked for a reason, bro.
T, bro. T is like. That's the best thing I've ever heard in my life. Man said, you know why? It's not because he's shit, it's because the fans are the fraud. Oh, mate. Honestly, T is the best, bro. But listen, they first registered their first official shot on target in the 83rd minute. 83rd minute, bro. At half time.
No, but the goal, no? That's a shot. Or it's not a shot.
No.
Shot.
That was an accidental one, bro. That was a gift. That was a gift. I'm talking about the shot that they worked
Open
for,
play,
that
I
they
mean, like,
created. Yeah, the open play one.
Yeah.
The open play shot was the Brahim Diaz in the 83rd minute.
By
bro.
the way, 60% Raya, 40% Saliba. That's all I'm saying. Don't put him in that situation, is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
No, but I have to have awareness. I'm sorry. You
Listen,
have to have awareness.
For him. Listen, we can discuss that. We can discuss that right now. Let me just cook a little bit. Let me just cook a little bit. Yeah. When it comes to Real Madrid, yeah, Galactico, you know what I mean, a la Madrid, you know, Santiago Bernabeu, you know what I mean. These are like statements in football, bro. These are things in football that when you hear them, yeah, you know that's heritage, bro. That's heritage of the game, bro. That's heritage of the game. But then when I come to town, do you know what I mean? Seems like heritage just gets scrapped out. Hamza was sitting here telling me this heritage. He was like, you can't beat heritage. How do we humble the most fraudulent and shameless guy on the internet?
But he apologized in Lahwa.
Yeah.
He was actually one of the only ones that actually apologized.
Yeah, man, he was.
How has my team humbled Hamza to the level that Hamza's on stream saying, Saad, you know, I'm sorry, man. Your team cooked. Saka's world class. Declan Rice is crazy. Like, he's telling me that these guys are very, very good players because they went to the Bernabeu and done it. If we can make him believe, bro, we've done the Lord's work, because this team made me so proud. And of course, the job's not finished. Job not done.
We're halfway.
We still got
Not even
games to
halfway,
go.
man.
Yeah, we're maybe 3/4 of the way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then we got 2 games, and then the last one.
So, Saad,
But-
before we move on to PSG,
Wait,
I want you to rate the players.
No, Habibi, we're not. I'm not done.
He's
That
not
was
done
just the
cooking.
introduction. Yeah, Habibi, calm down. We still got half an hour left before we even talk about other stuff, bro. All right, we're gonna speak more and more.
Now I
don't
want
worry.
to see your ratings of the player, like all of them.
Declan
11
Rice.
to-
Declan Rice, man.
I want to say, man, the first time was so nice, I had to do it twice.
Ah, yes,
Guys,
yes. Props.
Declan Rice cooked Real Madrid twice. Once with GA and once without GA, bro. Once with GA and once without GA. That tackle, I think he done it on Mbappe. I think he done that tackle on Mbappe in the first half. You know when he got the ball?
No,
He
that
just
was
got nothing
Bellingham.
with the ball.
I think that was Bellingham who
Was it
ran
Bellingham?
and- yeah, Bellingham.
Was it Bellingham, yeah?
Mhm.
Whoever it was, yeah? That
called him up.
tackle from Declan Rice was world freaking class.
Yeah.
A world class tackle, bro. Do you know how you have to time that correctly? Right? Any wrong move, that's a pen.
And from the
Done
back,
and dusted, bro. Yeah. Pause.
Bro, you know the triangles that they try to
Pause.
do the last, bro. You know the triangles and the squares that they try to do with 3 or 4 players.
Yeah.
Every time they try to find the last man in the midfield, which is a back pass, Rice was there. Every time, bro. Every time they just they did the whole triangle or the square or whatever they did, you know what I'm saying? Declan Rice was always at the last guy ready to intercept them because he actually knew where they wanted to pass, bro. The vision on this guy is actually immense. Actually immense, bro. Allah.
Bro, it's crazy. Bukayo Saka, I do agree with you. I was fuming, bro. I was fuming when he missed the penalty. Yeah.
Oof, man, I flipped. man.
But, and there's a big but. Pause.
Pause.
This guy knew. Okay, I've fucked up now. I've messed up. I've missed that penalty. I need to put one of the best performances in my career. I need to go out and redeem myself. And redeem himself he did. Because he went out there and said, you know what? For a player, for a normal, for somebody normal in the game, yeah? For someone who's normal in the game, that would instantly their confidence would go to zero.
Yeah.
And they disappear for the rest of the game. They would.
And you saw how Carvajal went to rattle him between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That proves to be. Listen, there's multiple things. Firstly, the performance from Saka. Big up to Saka. What a chip on man like Courtois, Thibaut Courtois, who's one of the best goalkeepers in the world, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit what anybody
Their
says.
best player as well. Their best player
In both
these two
legs.
Yeah.
In both legs. Don't tell me that Thibaut Courtois is shit now, because Thibaut Courtois is shaking hands with Alisson, is shaking hands with Neuer, is shaking hands with freaking I'm not gonna put Donnarumma in that, because in my personal opinion he had one game. But bro, he's shaking hands with a couple of these man, bro, that are the best goalkeepers in the world, bro. He's there, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, no Black. He's with these guys, bro. I'm sitting there. I'm in line. I could possibly be the best goalkeeper in the world. He's one of the best goalkeepers in the world. So Thibaut Courtois, to trip him like that, bro. Yeah, a player that has experience in the game, bro. How many times have we seen this guy save Real Madrid? Doing madness against Liverpool, being the man of the match. By the way,
Many times.
like, bro, we've seen this guy cook. But what did Saka do? Yeah, see you later, man. It's right over there, the ball, yeah? Just get it for me, yeah? And just shush them. Shush the Santiago Bernabeu. Or the Santiago Bernabeu. You know what I mean? I mean, I'll pronounce it properly. Shush the crowd. Told them, shut your mouths. Sit on the floor, you babies. Sit on the floor, yeah? And don't cry, yeah? Just relax. You're watching greatness right now. Greatness is happening. Gabriel Martinelli. Yeah. My son.
My son.
I mean, that's actually your son. I agree. You know what I'm saying?
My son. Yeah. We saw this at the Santiago Bernabeu. We saw this celebration at the Santiago Bernabeu. Bro, do you know? I never thought I would see Martinelli doing his famous celebration at the Santiago Bernabeu. Do you know how crazy that is? What a performance from him! Yeah, this guy looks like a changed man. Now, of
Yeah.
course, we need to discuss in at the end of the season, in the summer, what's going to happen with this guy, because not going to lie, the inconsistency is still not good enough, but we'll discuss what's going to happen, who's going to stay, who's going to go. But
Can I say
for
one thing
this
about Martinelli?
performance,
Can I say
yeah,
one
go
thing
ahead.
about Martinelli?
Yeah, no,
I
go
was
ahead.
very impressed with his work rate in the second leg. I felt like the fact that he defended
Yeah.
the whole period where we defended basically before we scored those goals, and
Yeah,
then to sprint. Ferran Garcia was his name. What was his name again? Fran Garcia.
Fran
Fran Garcia.
Garcia.
Fran Garcia. Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that he drift past Fran Garcia like he wasn't there while playing 90 minutes defending the shit out of Rodrigo and them, man. You know what I'm saying? And still being able to do that sprint, wallah, mashallah.
And Fran
Mashallah,
Garcia is
yeah?
not a slow player, bro, by the
He
way.
isn't.
I've seen Fran Garcia with pace in some Real Madrid games, bro. He's not a slow player.
Regardless,
Guy's got pace.
just remember, Ferran Garcia came. I think in the second half, Martinelli played the whole
Yeah.
90.
Yeah,
He did. He did.
it's cushy, bro. It's
And
calm.
he still sprinted the shit, bro. It's actually crazy. Mashallah.
Bro, you know what? Yeah, for me, that goal was sublime, bro. It was
It's
sublime.
vintage. It's vintage
Yeah.
Martinelli. That's a typical Martinelli
Yeah,
goal.
yeah,
You know what
Yes.
I'm saying?
yeah.
Yes.
Allah.
Bro, and man even did the Henri arms out, bro.
This,
The Henri arms out, bro. Do you know
Allah,
what I mean?
crazy, bro.
Hey,
Crazy.
one of them did the, you know what I mean, the Henri shush, and then one of them did the arms out. I can't lie, it was choreographed, bro. There was some the storyline was written already. The storyline was written already. Miles Lewis Skelly. Let me speak about Miles Lewis Skelly. Miles Lewis Skelly, what a young kid, bro. And this man is drinking water and telling the Real Madrid crowd, "Vamos, vamos, vamos."
Spitting the water towards them as well. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, like, this is standard procedure. Bro, we've been here. This is what he's been doing, bro. And man was shamelessly on a thing telling me, "Oh, I think right now Euro might be better than Miles with Skelly." Frauds.
Who says that?
Mo and Staffy were sitting there trying to discuss it. Well, actually, more Staffy, because Staffy is just shameless, absolutely shameless. I bet right now he ain't saying that. I bet right now he ain't saying
have
that.
nothing to hold on, so they need to have those little agendas to make themselves feel better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I bet now he ain't saying that. Yeah, the fraud.
He can't.
Give you listen. There's too many to go through. I'm actually mad slow right now because I'm just trying to process everything. There's too many words to say. I'm just gonna name everybody that I'm so proud of. Yeah, I'm so proud of David Raya. I'm so proud of Timber. Timber, my general.
Timber,
yeah,
man.
my fucking
Timber.
general. My fucking general, bro. Yeah. Right now, I'm just gonna let you know right now.
Sorry, Ben White,
You're never, Ben White's never touching that. Right.
Did you see Timber's interview afterwards? Did you see it?
Nah.
Which one?
He did an interview on Dutch channel.
Oh,
and he was-
interview. Okay.
and he was calm after the game. He said, "I'm calm. You know what I'm saying? The job's still not done. I'm not gonna get all giddy like Saad." That's what I'm saying. So basically, that's what
No,
he's
but that's
trying to say.
but it's so hold on a minute. You're saying I'm not gonna get too giddy like Saad. It's our job to get giddy.
Yeah,
We're
yeah, of
fans,
course.
so it's our job to
course.
get giddy. He's supposed to be calm. He's supposed to
But
stay
I
calm,
like
bro.
mentality. For example, United,
Yeah, of course.
United celebrated that Lyon win like they won the whole competition. We went there with our players to the fans. We did this once and we walked back to the dressing room. Khalas, stay focused. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This team is on a mission, bro, and I like to see that. You know what I'm saying? Don't always, the celebration police. Don't get them on your ass. You know?
Yeah.
Just go out and do
100%.
your job. And the fact that Timber said the job is still not done, we are not going to celebrate yet. I like to hear that. I love to hear that.
Lutfan,
I
we
can't lie,
mentioned
we need to.
Odegaard.
Yeah, listen, I'm not gonna speak too much on Odegaard. I already said he's
Yeah,
having a
man,
bad season. I already said he's having a bad season, bro. So at this point, I'm not taking into account.
We cannot keep carrying him, Sad. This is the thing, man. You cannot keep carrying him as a team.
I need to wait to see what's going to happen next season. Innit?
No, we have
You
spoken
know
with
what the
Sven of
biggest issue is,
Odegaard.
Saad?
We have.
The biggest issue is that this guy is the captain. If he wasn't the captain and if he wasn't
Yes,
a player
yes,
in the team,
yes.
we would say we will give him time like we did Martinelli. You know what I'm saying? We will give him time like we did Calafiori when he came back from.
But this is
injury,
his
you know what I'm
first time. You're acting like he's been bad throughout the time that he's been here.
No, but listen, we had this conversation before. I'm not gonna do this conversation again. But
Since
we
the injury.
agreed that ever since the injury, it got
Mhm.
way worse. But he was also in a downward trajectory ever since 2 seasons ago when he had that 15-goal season. Because last season his numbers dipped. He still played good, but his numbers dipped. You know what I'm saying? And this season it got even worse. Okay, so this is a long time coming, bro. This is not something that happens for 1 or 2 games.
He had more GA. He had more GA than in the season when he scored the 15 goals. I swear.
No, he didn't.
Double check it, man. Double check it. We'll double check it. Let me get it.
You also need
But-
to take into consideration that we played Champions League last year as well. You know?
That's perfectly fine. That's better for me then. That's better for me.
What I'm trying to say is, bro, let's keep the same energy with everyone. Is what I'm trying to say. You know, we cannot baby our captain, bro.
Yes.
I'm not gonna baby him,
bro. When did we ever baby Vieira, bro? When did we ever
I'm
baby
not.
Vieira,
I'm
bro?
not.
You know what
I'm not gonna baby him. I'm not gonna baby him. But listen, we are. I'm not trying to go too hard on all of the players. I know Odegaard dropped a stinker, but listen, it is what it is. Let's just get through. Let's just get through the rest of the players. Saliba and Kivior. Like Saliba, it's just standard. This is standard procedure. But Kivior, I mean, I think we all need to apologize to Kivior because all of us were shitting ourselves, bro, when we saw him pull up, bro, as a centre back partnership with Saliba.
He was better than Saliba in the second leg.
Really?
He was.
No,
yeah.
I cannot give him that. I'm sorry.
Because
I don't.
what did Kivior do as a mistake in that second leg, and what did Saliba do? They both played perfectly defensively, yeah.
That's true. That's true.
And Saliba made a mistake. So on paper, Kivior had the better game.
That's fine. But Saliba, how many times he stopped Mbappe alone 1-1?
Yeah, of course. That yes. That yes.
Oh, no,
just-
yes,
no.
that's the whole thing.
Yeah,
You
but
can't
okay.
stop. You killed their nine, man.
If you look at it like that, sure. But when we look at the overall picture, when you look at the overall everything,
Not even go
that
by
comes
numbers
with
if you
this
want.
game,
T. Pull up the numbers, T. If you want. Pull up the
Okay,
numbers. How many
sure.
tackles? I don't know really. I don't know. So
What
I'm not
I'm trying
pushing
to say
agenda or
is
anything.
Kivior had a spotless game. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yes, but not better than Saliba.
Fair enough. I'm not gonna make whole discussion about this.
We can agree to disagree.
Yeah.
The fact is, both our centre backs are flying, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's
Either way,
I'll take
both
that.
our centre backs are flying. But
Yeah.
listen, Mikel Merino, absolutely brilliant. For those 2 goals. Listen, people when he came to this club, people told me he couldn't pass. People told me he was Real Sociedad's third best midfielder, bro. He was third in line, bro.
Who are you talking
Certain
about?
people, bro. Certain people told me that he couldn't pass. He's awful. Do you know what I mean? This and that, bro.
I think the only thing about Kivior is
No, not Kivior. Not Kivior. I'm talking about Mikel Merino.
Mikel Merino. No, he was.
People told me
I already
he can't
apologized.
pass.
So
he was excellent, man. He was excellent.
Yeah, because the thing is, big up to whoever just came to spoke to T. That's the reason why he couldn't speak to me. He couldn't reply to me yet because I was sending
that
shots.
was my mom, bro. You idiot. What'd you say? I didn't hear what you said.
I said big up to the person who just came and spoke to T.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But that's
what
why
did
he
you
couldn't
say?
answer me.
What did you say that I didn't hear?
Oh, I said people were sitting here telling me he wasn't a good passer. People were telling me he was Real Madrid's he was Real Sociedad's best third best midfielder.
I did never say that, by the way. I never said that, first of all, because I don't watch Oyarzabal that much to say, oh, he's the better player than I never said that, okay? I said he turns like a truck, and when he turns around, it takes 3 business days. That's the only thing I said. You know what I'm saying? And I apologize.
Maybe the third one, the actual other thing. Yeah, I think it was on when I went on Schick Shik's channel, bro.
I think
I
that was
mean-
Lee Gunnar who said it first. The third best midfielder in Real Sociedad after Zubamendi and what's the second guy? I can't remember the
I
name.
don't even
But
know
it
the
was-
But I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it from Nigana. I heard it from somebody where I was streaming with.
Yeah.
So
But Sad, can we also agree that Merino is a better striker than Havertz?
yeah, I don't care about this Havertz guy. This Havertz guy could go fuck himself.
We don't
These man
rate
There
are-
him.
you go.
These man,
There you go.
no, but here's the thing. These men are all talking about, oh, is Havertz gonna be back for the PSG game? Like as if it's a mad return, bro.
Who
Like, yeah,
cares?
okay, please.
Who cares?
But I don't
Merino
even know
is
if
way
Reno
more-
could come out, bro.
Merino is so much more tidy with the ball, and his passes are way more crisp. His shot
Yeah.
actually goes to the target. You know what I'm saying? Merino is way more cleaner with the things that he does than Havertz, bro. You know what I'm saying? I trust Merino way more than I do with Havertz with passes
Mm.
and in front of goal, bro. Wallah.
Listen, can we just give a shout out to Mikel Arteta, bro? Because
Yeah, shout out.
but bro, masterclass from Mikel Arteta, bro. He completely
He needs to
outclassed
deliver now. He needs to complete the
Don
delivery.
Carlo. Outclassed Don Carlo. Yes, we understand he needs to deliver, but bro, outclassed Don Carlo.
He did.
Carlo Ancelotti.
He did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
I'll give
in
him
both games.
Mhm.
This is what you call like a world class performance from a manager. Like, do you know what I mean? Tactics wise, bro.
Yeah,
Like, what a performance, man. Yeah,
You know what I'm
big up
hoping?
to you.
I hope that this is the start of something great. That's all I'm hoping.
Big up to the raid. Big up to the raid, people. Big up to Igal for the raid. Absolute legend. Big up to Igal for the raid.
Because
Yeah,
I
absolute
don't like.
legend.
I personally don't like to do things halfway. I want us to actually go out and win these majors.
Meet me
just-
halfway.
I just hope that this is the start of something great. That he actually finds a way to go out and win this whole competition.
I'll be so real with you guys. I said this yesterday on Dan Potts' channel because I just hopped on there. Big up to Igal, by the way, saying the King Kai raid. Big up to you, my broski. Big up. Igal, man, shout me if you want the link, bro. If you want the link, if you're free and you want the link, just shout me on, you know what I mean, little WhatsApp, quick one. We'll get you in here, bro, because I need to discuss this, yeah? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'll be real. I said this on Dan Potts' channel yesterday. Big up Dan Potts. And I'm going to say it again. I have a weird feeling. I have the feeling that I had for that FA Cup that Arteta won. I have that same feeling about this cup right now. I have a feeling we're going to win this. And I'm saying it from now. I think we get past PSG. I think we meet Barcelona in the final. And I think we beat Barcelona, guys. I'll be real. I think we win this. I just have a feeling, guys. And I'm gonna put my neck on the chopping block.
some chess. Yeah.
No, but I'm gonna put my neck on the chopping block.
Same. Yeah, man. Same.
Bro, I think we're winning the Champions League. I just have a weird feeling about this whole thing. Do you know what I mean?
Look, man.
Big up to
since Feb,
Igal,
I'm
by the way,
saying
for the grape and mint.
Yeah, dump everything in the Champions League. I said it since Feb, man. You have to do it.
Yeah.
You know what it is? I feel like the three teams next to us are just so great. I cannot count them out just like that. This will be war. You know what I'm saying? I feel like all teams have the same amount of chance to win this whole competition, and it's not going to be easy. You know what I'm saying?
Which comes to the second part, PSG, guys. What's your thoughts?
Yeah. All I can say is
go ahead, T.
all I can say is they are not the same team that we've played when we beat them this season. I feel like they are way more used to each other. The system is way more oiled up.
They clicked,
Paused, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they clicked. You know what I'm saying? The machine is oiled, is what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? The motor,
Pause.
you know what I'm saying? It's paused. Yeah,
Pause. Yeah, that's a
Pause,
mad
pause,
pause.
yeah, pause,
Man
yeah.
said motor. That's a pause. And
motor, bro, the motor. What do you? The engine. Okay,
go
the
ahead,
engine. The
that made
engine,
it
there you
worse,
go.
The
bro.
gears
That
are
made it
well
worse.
oiled.
The
Go ahead,
engine,
man.
The engine.
Go
There
ahead.
you go.
Go
The
ahead.
engine,
Go ahead.
man.
okay.
The engine.
I call
Go.
it motor. Okay, you call it engine. There you are.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, they're way more gelled, and Dembele was not there, Doué was not there, and I think another midfielder was not
Kvaratskhelia
there.
as well.
Kvaratskhelia was not there, but another midfielder was also not there. They had Vitinha and Ruiz, but they are not. No, wait, their midfield was the same. Their midfield was the same. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, um,
I'll be right back,
I feel
guys. Yeah.
like their play style, it just suits the way we play. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when we have a team that just keeps pressing us, high line, keeps attacking, very fast, and because when they have the ball, they go forward straight away. You know what I'm saying? Every time when they had the ball in midfield, Dembele had the ball straight away with a through pass. You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
Doué, for if in other cases. What I'm trying to say is that is the play style that suits us best because we know how to play against these teams. And there's one thing that I trust, and that is our defense. You know what I'm saying? And if anyone
Absolutely
is going
agree.
to stop
Yeah.
their offense, it's going to be our defense. So for me,
Sorry to
I am
interrupt
pretty confident.
you, T.
Yeah, go ahead,
When is Gabriel gonna be back? I think the whole season, is it? It's a
bro.
full season injury.
From what I read,
I'm not
they are
sure really.
aiming. They are aiming for the beginning of next season, which means that he is gonna miss
Oh
preseason. He is going to
shit.
miss preseason, but they are aiming for the beginning of next season, which means that this guy can be out for the first 3-4 games, if anything. You know what I'm saying? If this takes longer, it's going to be the beginning of next season that he's going to miss as well. But there's one thing that
Yeah.
he's 100% going to miss, and that is preseason. He's going to miss that.
Yeah. Well, anyways, carry on. Sorry to interject.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, I trust the boys when it comes to their defense. I feel like Kivior has proven us wrong against in these two legs. You know what I'm saying? Because people can say anything they want about Real Madrid and the amount of injuries they have. They don't have injuries up front. They still have Mbappe. They still have Vinicius Jr. They still had Rodrigo. They still had Bellingham. You know what I'm saying? They still had fucking Camavinga in the first game.
Bellingham,
Uh,
Valverde.
Valverde, yeah, he was everywhere as well. So for me, it's one of those situations where we played against their full front line. It's not like their front line was injured or anything. It was only
Yeah,
their
yeah.
back line. And Kivior and those players dealt with them pretty convincingly, in my opinion. And for me, if you can deal with that front line, you can most definitely deal with the PSG front line, in my opinion. Even though they are better in form, when it comes to their quality, Real Madrid still has the better quality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't
So
argue with
for
that.
me, at the end of the day, if we stop their front line, it's over. Because the midfield battle for me was 50-50. We didn't lose that midfield battle, in my opinion. People said, oh, we lost the midfield and blah, blah, blah. I don't agree. I feel like Partey was still commanding that midfield. I feel like Rice was still intercepting a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I criticize about most with our midfield in these kinds of games is Ødegaard. I feel like our other two midfielders were just playing really well against PSG. So for me, at the end of the day, um, this is a game that we should win. I feel like we could win the first leg like 3-1 maybe or 2-0 like the first game that we played. And in the second leg, we can go out there and draw against them, for example. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
for me, this can happen. And we should do that. And we have the defense to do it. So for me, I am hopeful. I have more confidence at the beginning of this game than I had at the beginning of the Real Madrid game. That's for sure. And after those two games that we played against Real Madrid, I have way more trust and belief in these guys than I had before. So for me,
Yeah.
we should be able to out defend these guys and make what we need to do is make their life miserable. You know what I'm saying? And we can do that. We have the defense, we have the physicality, we have the shit houses, you know what I'm saying? We can do that, bro. We just need to rattle them and the rest will be history. And that's the most important thing. So for me, I have confidence, and I think we can go out and actually not only beat PSG but actually smoke them like we did in the first game. So yeah, that's my opinion about PSG. I am confident. That's the whole
Yeah.
the end of
What
it.
about you, Sad?
Sami? Oh no, you have to go. تفضل يا حبيبي يلا.
Sure.
Good next.
Well, I think I agree with T when he says we are more confident because I do feel we are more confident to win against PSG. But I have some reservation, and the reason being is Partey. We don't have Partey in the first half, and I don't think we don't have any player in the bench that is half of his quality, to be honest. I mean, he just praised Declan Rice. Yes, Declan Rice is a good, very good player, but Partey is for me, the hidden soldier that we don't feel, but he has a massive, massive impact and weight in that midfield that
Yes.
can really swing things,
Mm.
all the way. Odegaard, I mean, this guy needs to get his shit straight. Otherwise, if we don't have any kind of creative midfield, it's going to be very difficult for our attack to carry on like this. I mean, in Real Madrid game, we had the two worldly free kicks and a very good shot from Moreno. So nothing really came from a creative midfield. So this is why I'm saying Oda Ghost needs to show up, or otherwise we are really gonna suffer these two legs. We're really, really gonna suffer those two legs. When it comes to defense, yes, Arteta has a masterclass when it comes to tactics to defensive. But offensive side, I think they edge us on that part. They have better players, better quality, and like T said, they they clicked and they are now playing very fluid football. We saw this in multiple occasions, especially against Liverpool. But there are cracks in their team, and Aston Villa in the second leg, showed us those cracks that you can beat them. Aston Villa was one goal away from going a tie with them and going for extra time and penalties. So if Aston Villa can do it, I think that we have even a better chance to do it. So let's say percentage wise, I think I would
Well, here we
say
go.
60-40 for us.
1%.
No, fuck no, man.
Shout
Even
out
that,
to the
even that, I
shout out
said
to the
10,
people. You know what I'm
15%.
Shout out to the people. 1%.
I think that was Don Hussam. I think it was at
No,
1%. Or
Hossam is a fraud. He said 0%, and then
Zero.
he
He
changed
said
it to
zero.
1%. You know what I'm saying?
then,
He's a fraud.
well,
Man got
it's maybe-
man got put in a corner and got pressured, and then say, "Okay, fine, I give them 1%." Okay,
yeah,
I was acting like he didn't think zero was the actual his actual opinion. Don't give me
Yeah,
that forced
like
opinion.
there's a
Mm.
big difference. Not like we're
Yeah.
gonna say, oh, 1%? Okay,
Oh
false.
wow, 1%! You really okay? Beef, bro. Big up, 1%,
he
man.
made it better. But when it comes also to football heritage, I think none of us have that. PSG doesn't have a Champions League, and we don't have that. So there's no like history behind any team. So this is why I'm saying 60-40, because we really desired more than them. And Arteta's, I don't think Arteta's head is on the line. I think he's gonna stay regardless if we qualify or not. But I mean, to not have that kind of heat behind from the fans and from the board, I think Arteta can do it, and he showed that he can do it against Real Madrid. So why not PSG as well?
Yeah.
That's my thoughts. And go ahead, Sam.
Listen, for me, I'll be real. I'm confident going into these two games.
Mhm.
I know Party's going to be missing, but I think there's some players that we can play in there. We can play either. We could play certain fraud in Alexander Zinchenko. We can play this guy. Do you know what I mean?
He is gonna play, by the way. He is.
Yeah, he's a fraud though. He's a fraud.
He is.
Or he can play Mikel Merino in the midfield, dependent on what's the situation. I think that's also a possibility. Or, do you know what I mean? He can move my guy, Mazu Skelly, into his natural position and let him cook. Let him cook. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, I don't think he will do that, man. I don't think so.
I don't think he will, but
Arteta,
that'd
you know
be
what
good.
it is? I think Arteta likes Merino at the striker so much right now that I don't think he will change.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You know, I think he rather will change the midfield than the front line at this moment in time, because with a makeshift front line, we are actually performing. So at the end of the day, I don't think he's going to change that.
Do you feel like he's not trusting Trossard anymore?
Yeah, bro, Trossard is 1 foot out the door. He's gone. He's gonna leave.
I agree. I think he's gonna leave as well with the whole Saudi thing. I think he's gonna get a payday.
I don't
now.
even think Saudi's
and-
gonna go for him, man.
You know what it is?
No,
also?
Saudi wants him, bro. They want to give him a big
Wanted,
contract.
You know what it
wanted.
is? You know what it is,
No, there's still
Sami?
talks there. There's still talks.
Bro, if they buy fucking what was that Brazilian Donny that played for Barcelona and then left straight away to Saudi? What was his name again?
Brazilian guy.
Yeah, he played for Barca and then he left to Saudi straight away. I forgot his name, bro. I think he played for Al Hilal.
What's his name? Shit, man, it slipped my mind.
Yeah, when we'll come to it, we'll eventually speak about it. But what I'm trying to say, if they buy washed-up players like that, they're definitely gonna buy washed-up players like Trossard. Because for me, playing Trossard against a team where we need goals against, because I feel like they are going to push us to the point that they maybe score 1 or 2 goals. We need to sort up our offense and score goals. And if we put someone like Trossard up front, who has been underperforming in these last months, not even weeks, but months, it can cost us goals. And I don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? And I am the biggest
I agree.
Trossard fan. Even I don't want to see that, bro.
Oh yeah, one of the guys said Malcolm.
Malcolm, yes.
Yeah,
Malcolm, bro.
yeah.
There you go.
No, I agree. I agree with T
Big
there,
up,
man.
G-Star.
And the thing is, for me, yeah, I'm confident in this game. Not only is Ashraf Hakimi, who I actually think is a very good fullback, but not only is he going to be attacking he attacks a lot. I think Martinelli is going to find real luck on that side. Especially with the form that Martinelli's in at the moment. Bro, I could see him getting a goal, maybe a couple of goals, you know what I mean, or an assist, something from that side. Saka, the form that he's in, these guys are showing balls. Do you know what I mean? After this whole Real Madrid thing, because the pressure going into that game, the pressure going into that game was crazy. That second leg at the Bernabeu,
Even
it's
the first
crazy.
leg,
The
even
pressure.
the first leg at Emirates, bro.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. But that that at home, they've got their fans around them, and the fans were going crazy in that game, bro. Do you know what I mean? The fans were loud
It
as
was
fuck.
not that bad. I've
No,
seen
no.
better.
At the start in the first half, it was good. The second half, it kind of dimmed down a little bit. But then
Bro,
when we started scoring, it was crazy.
I saw better atmospheres at Turkish Cup games than I saw at the Bernabeu the other night. You know what I'm saying? That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say.
Listen, but listen. When it comes to PSG, I still think they're not as organized as we have been, in my personal opinion. I think we can also hit them on the counter. We can also hit them. We can also outplay them at home in the midfield. I know we're going to be missing Thomas Partey, but there's people there that can, like I said, Zinchenko. You could put Rice in the 6 and play somebody in the 8 like Zinchenko. You could play somebody like a Mikel Merino, which I don't think he'll do now, because that is a good set. That is a good point, T, in regards to like not changing that front line. But I think Zinchenko coming in could do a job as well. But
I mean, it's better that the first leg is at
I'll
home.
be so. Yeah, exactly.
Because imagine we win with this whole Zinchenko midfield against them, even if it's 1 or 2-0. Going to Paris with Partey in the squad, that's the best thing, because now he can rest a week as well. He's going to rest now a little bit, because I don't feel like he's going to play the second game that we play before the Madrid game, because we have 2 league games before that, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Ipswich and Crystal Palace.
Yeah, I think he will play Ipswich, but I don't think he will play the second game.
Yeah.
And he needs rest, because he's been playing right back as well. So
we have a whole week, bro.
Yes, but what I'm trying to say is we will have a refreshed Partey in Paris, and that's the best case scenario for our midfield, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, 100%. And listen, I'll be so real with you guys. I'm just super confident. I've got a feeling that we're gonna get through to the final. In my personal opinion, I've got a good feeling about this. I've got a good feeling that we're gonna.
Give us your percentage.
What, a percentage to get to the final?
To beat PSG.
To beat PSG. I'd say it's 60-40 at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we all agree on that, because 40 as well.
Maybe I'd even go further to say it's probably 70-30.
No.
Just because Habibi, listen, I understand people are saying
let him show some chest.
No, but it's not even about letting him show some chest. No, it's fine.
Listen, you know what this guy's gonna do? He's gonna get clipped up, he's gonna ditch Ahwa, and I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna get cooked. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna happen, bro.
Nah, but all I'm saying, yeah, is that first game that we beat them in, a lot of those first team players were there. Let's not act like we were playing bums. We were playing more or less.
I don't think it's about the players, it's about the form, more or less.
Yeah, of course. But listen, I'm just all I'm saying is that when it comes to our team right now, our form is crazy. Our confidence is crazy. just as much as them. So I think we deserve to go into this game as favorites. I think we deserve to go into this game as a team that can knock PSG
No,
out
no, no,
because
no, no, no,
they've
no. We are
shown.
underdogs. One game at a
Yeah.
time. We are underdogs.
Listen, guys, pray for Arsenal, man. Do you know what I mean?
Pray
Pray
for
for
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Pray for London.
Yeah. Pray for London. But yeah, listen, I do think we go ahead of them. But speaking of the other side of the draw, guys, Barcelona versus Inter in the Champions League semi-finals. Who do we think wins out of that?
Inter.
You think Inter goes past, yeah?
I think Inter is one of the best, if not the best, team in the world right now. I think
Mm.
the way they play, the system of Inzaghi is just gelling so well, bro. There was a clip that I saw on Twitter about their build-up play to score the goal against I think Bayern München it was, or the game before that in the Champions League. But bro,
Mm.
the way they play is just so smooth, and they score and they kill you off in like 1 or 2 minutes if they are falling behind. You know what I'm saying? And what they do then, they shut up shop, and nobody's getting through that, bro. Nobody. I feel like
Mm.
they are well suited to beat Barca, like we are well suited to beat PSG. You know what I'm saying? And if we play against Inter, bro, that will be the biggest boring chess game you'll ever see in your life. That's all I'm saying.
Mm. Sammy,
Okay.
thoughts?
Well, if you want what I want Barca because I want a revenge of '06. This is just personal agenda, but when it comes to the game itself, yeah, I think Inter edges a bit Barcelona because of their well set up team. I saw them play man Barella. Barella for me is probably the top midfielder in the world, to be honest.
What a
The
player, bro.
guy, yeah, the guy is crazy. He is crazy, crazy, crazy. And their offense as well, they are on form. If you want to talk about Lautaro, if you want to talk about Turam, they're all on form. So based on
He's
what I
injured, by
saw,
the way. Thuram.
who who's
So
not gonna
I've given
play?
up. You know, I've
He has
wait, what?
he suffered a muscle injury, and he's gonna miss a few games, and maybe
Who's
he's gonna
that?
miss Turam.
Turam.
Oh, damn.
Oh, that's a big miss, really. That's
I'll
a
be
big.
real.
Mm.
I've stopped asking for Nicola Barella. I've just realized that he's just not gonna leave there. If real ones know, if you were watching my channel from the very beginning, bro, the summer transfer window after the season we challenged, I was every single stream I'd mention Nicola Barella, bro, because I was
Yeah,
onto that guy,
And,
bro.
and
I want
rightfully
him
so. I
bad.
mean,
of course,
rightfully
of
so,
course.
man. The guy is amazing. He's incredible in the midfield. He commands it. The passes, the tackles. He's just
Yeah,
He's the perfect midfielder, in my opinion. The
yeah,
perfect.
yeah,
the perfect
yeah,
one.
yeah. He's all around midfielder, man.
Apart
And
from Rice, but yeah.
their defense,
Anyway,
their goalkeeper. So I think Inter's gonna go through. But I want Barca because I want revenge.
same. And I feel like their playstyle suits us just much better than Inter, bro. Wallah.
Plus that, yeah, and Inter won against us 1-0. So and that's with 6 or 7 players resting from their side. So
True.
I don't
True.
want to see Inter with full full power.
Bro, Inzaghi is just too good, bro. He's an amazing manager, and we'll see. We can see
Yeah, yeah.
why, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And the players are amazing, and I see why. I saw a couple of days ago, I think, or was yesterday or 2 days. Mo shows some chest, and I rightfully so. I mean, his team is incredible. I mean, those are
Yeah.
winners in their league, and
Bastoni.
Bastoni as well, and some people like Ash coming here, fraud Ash. I hope he is doing well, but coming here and telling us that Inter didn't have a good run. Man, Inter been good for the past 5 years. They've been winning their leagues. They're a very very strong team. But he's telling me that they never faced a very strong team in the Champions League, and I think this is the game where he's going to be proven wrong. And Ash rates Barca highly, so we'll see.
Yeah, he says that because he's a Barca fan in his mind because he likes.
Yeah, yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
but let's be real, guys.
Yes.
Inter has everything to beat Barca, and if the Barca front line doesn't show up against the blue wall that these guys create every time, bro, it's going to be long for Barca, and I think that's gonna happen, bro. You know what I'm saying? It is. Inter are too good, bro, and I'm not glazing Inter just for glazing. I actually
No,
believe
no,
they're
they are.
amazing.
They,
You know
they
what I'm
are.
I,
They are.
I still think, I still think that Barcelona do. I think Barcelona are gonna go through. And I'll explain
I
why.
hope.
I think they will go through. I think their star quality is just way too much. And when they're on their
Please,
day,
please break down that statement for
they
us.
can slap they can slap any team up in the world.
Wait, you're talking about Barca now?
Yeah, he's
Yes.
saying Barca's gonna go through. Please
Yeah.
break it
Okay.
up for us.
Yeah,
So
break it
the
down.
reason why I think that they're gonna go down is they're gonna go through is because Lamine Yamal
Oh,
firstly is pause. Lamine Yamal has been very, very good this season, and Rafinha also has been
Mhm.
very, very good. They've come up against teams that have done low blocks. They've come up against teams that have played open play, or open expansive football. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but I'm saying that their star quality in the attack is going to be essential for them going through. I think Lamine Yamal is going to be very creative on the days on both games, and they're going to be one of the instruments that gets them over the line. I also think that that Rafinha is going to what we saw from Rafinha before, yeah, that's not Rafinha. That was just I don't know what was happening on that day,
Do you
but
think
I
that's enough?
can't see.
Do you think that's enough
I
for them to break down Inter?
No, I think they dominate the midfield. I think they've got players such as Pedri. Do you know what I mean? Important players that can dominate the ball. Frankie De
Mhm.
Jong. These are important players for them. Important
What about
players.
Inter rattling them? Because Inter rattles teams, and Rafinha in the last
I don't think,
month, Rafinha, let me say this, in the last month or and some change, he has been pretty rattled, and his numbers have been dropping as well.
Especially Brazil versus Argentina.
Yeah, and the last
listen,
game,
that
even the
was
last
something,
game when he almost stole the goal and almost was offside. Remember against
guys. He still
Dortmund?
scored. Look what they done against freaking Dortmund. Look what they done against freaking um what's it called, Benfica. Yeah, he is.
Man,
Listen,
you're
he got
comparing
he got
Benfica and Dortmund
he
with
got
Inter. Oh my god.
No, 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 but it's not even about comparing the teams. This
Mm,
is about I'm basing it. I'm using the same thing that I said against freaking against for Arsenal against Real Madrid. Is
okay.
that these guys in the Champions League have not put a foot wrong apart from probably one game where I think in the start, I think towards the very start of the competition, I think they lost to like Brest or Monaco or one of those teams. One of
But
those teams
man,
they lost.
Dortmund was gonna
Bro,
come back.
we can
If
say the
that's
same about
Okay, yeah,
Inter, bro.
yeah,
Inter
but
conceded only 5 goals in this whole Champions League campaign, by the way.
yeah.
okay, but with Inter, it was a very, very close game. With Inter, it was a very, very close game between them and Bayern Munich.
Mm.
Wasn't it close with Dortmund as well?
Man,
With
Dortmund was
Dortmund,
gonna
with
lead it.
Dortmund, I think they
Second
were
leg.
told to maintain. Yeah, the second leg, I think they were told to maintain the game, and I think it might have just gotten away from them. But I think they're going to learn from that. With Hansi Flick as the manager, I don't think they're going to approach that the same way.
Inzaghi's
They're
gonna
not
Even
going to
cook
be
him.
doing
even
the
even
same thing.
Benfica scored
Inzaghi
a
will
lot of
outcoach
goals,
him.
like little Tim
I
said
don't
there.
think so. I don't think it's that easy.
I think you are underestimating Inter's system and the way how they play with each other, pause, compared to the star quality of Barca. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I feel like they are so well oiled, pause, that they are well suited to deal with that star power. They are the team to deal with that, bro. Literally.
I personally listen. I think it's a very, very close game. I think that Barca will just be able to pit them on the star talent that they have in attack.
Fair
I think
enough.
with the likes of Rafinha, who's been doing unbelievable numbers next to Salah, doing unbelievable numbers. Lamine Yamal with that star youth talent, bro. The creativity from him is absolutely amazing,
Mhm.
and also,
Barella, Lautaro
also,
Martinez. You know what I'm saying?
also,
We
yeah,
can name
yeah,
those as
okay.
well, bro.
Yeah, also they've got Robert Lewandowski as well in that freaking attack. Who
Yeah,
listen,
56 years old.
I don't give a fuck if he's 56 years old, 102 or 50,
56.
58, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Bro, they
Listen,
have Bastoni. Have some shame.
I'll be real. I'll be real. Yes, they have a very good back line, but also they have some very good talent in attack as well. Barcelona, So let's not act like I'm trying to pull something out my ass here. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, yes, they're gonna be defensive, but I think that PSG, I think that Barcelona will be able to handle that, and I
Fair
think
enough. I hope so.
I
I
think
hope
they'll
so.
they'll just go over by like maybe one goal or something. It's been a very, very close game. I'm not saying that Barcelona is gonna slap them. I'm just saying that I think Barcelona is gonna win.
So you think
And
Inter cannot
reasons-
No,
score
you
against
did
Barcelona?
say slap them, but now you changed your words. But sure,
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
you did.
When?
Said
Just
they have the
now?
you said they have the quality to go out and slap Inter. That's what you said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry. I didn't mean that. Apologies.
There you go.
Apologies. I didn't mean that. I mean, I was getting too excited at the start, bro.
Get there. You're
I
getting
was
get
getting
there
yeah.
again.
Bro. I need that Barcelona Arsenal final, but I can
Same.
I can still speak about it and actually give my honest opinion. I genuinely think they will go through though. But listen, in my personal opinion, I'm just so excited for everything that's happening right now. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
I'm trying to contain myself. It's been a bit too long since I've been in this kind of position, bro. Do you know what I
Hey,
mean? So
it's the Berta effect.
bro.
You know what I'm
Hey, listen, man. Andrea Berta, bro. If we win the Champions League, yeah, and this guy has a mad transfer window, I might just name just name my child Andrea Declan. Do you know what I mean? My surname.
And then your surname, Andrea Declan.
Guys, I might just do it, bro. Don't let me do that, bro.
Why not Bukayo Andrea? Hmm?
Hey, listen, bro. He might have a double barreled middle name, bro. Yeah.
Double
You know what I mean?
barrel.
Or he might be Bukayo Andrea Declan, my surname.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Arteta's not there?
Just like Lewis Skelly, but then in the
Guys,
middle,
guys, he might have a double-barreled first name and a middle name, bro. Bukayo Arteta, Bukayo Mikel, Andrea Declan, bro, and then my
So
surname,
shit.
bro.
So
Listen,
shit.
guys, I'll be real. Actually, and we might just add Cronky to that if we win. Do you know what I mean?
Never in my life,
win.
bro.
If we win,
if
we
you
might
do
just add
that,
Cronky to
if
that.
you do that, we are no more friends, bro. We're
But
no more-
if they win, hold on, if we win a Champions League under their ownership, bro, are you crazy? Are you skunked?
No, because listen, I'm not gonna. Okay, fair enough. Okay, but I still hate the Cronkies.
There you are. There you are.
Cronkies, bro, you know what I'm saying? Fuck
No,
the
man,
Cronkies
if they
still,
do,
you know
I
what I'm saying?
mean,
Hey, nah, but listen, realistically, I'll be real with you guys. It's looking good, man. It's looking good at the moment. You know what I mean? We're in a good place at the moment. We just need to maintain this, and we need to get through to that next round. We need to get through to the Champions League final, and inshallah, do you know what I mean? That's gonna be mad. Guys, I'm just warning you now. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to do. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to do a watch along for that final. I might just be outside, bro. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna let you guys know now. A watch along for the final is not confirmed. It's not guaranteed yet. I will let you know.
But you're going to Munich,
Because
yeah?
I might do. Who knows, bro? I might actually go there just for vibes.
I'm looking at.
what do
the
you mean
first
just for
leg.
vibes? Wait. See, I have to hold him for that statement. What do you mean just for vibes?
Because
Yeah,
I
but
can't
there
get.
is
I don't
no-
think I'm gonna
there
be
is
able to
no
get.
vibes.
I don't
at
think. I
final.
don't think no. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to get a ticket. That's what I'm saying. Just for the vibes, the vibes of being around the whole freaking thing. I might not have a ticket. Relax, guys. Relax. We're
Okay,
going
fair.
there to win, bro. But relax.
There we go.
But
There we
all
go.
I'm saying,
well,
all I'm
that's the
saying,
best I wanna see.
all I'm saying. Bro,
München
I've already
is a
been
good
clipped up
city,
by
you know what I'm
Vel, the piece of shit. I've already been clipped up by Vel, so I can't go back from what I've said now. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, listen, I might be at Munich. Who knows, man? But guys, listen, it's looking good right now. Yeah, it's looking good right now.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, wallah, alhamdulillah. Listen, we do need to speak about Premier League, unfortunately. I mean, guys, we could just wrap up these. What were you thinking about the Ipswich game, man? Who do you want to see play?
No one cares.
Hey,
Wallahi,
who is
no
playing
one
the
cares.
Ipswich game, bro?
Look. I see the Premier League now is just to keep our players informed. You know, it's like
It's a
preseason.
figment of our imagination, Sammy. You know,
It's not.
that's what it
It's
is.
not a figment. No, no, no. You gotta keep your players in form, man. You cannot just go against PSG or whatever to the final without
Yeah,
your
bro.
people
I
on.
would just play Max Downman. I'm not even capping, bro. Wallahi,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah. That's fine, but you gotta rotate your
Look at
players.
it. Look at this. Look at this SR fraud, bro. Man said I don't want to win the league this weekend, so Arsenal do your job. This guy is such a fraud, bro. This
Yeah,
guy's
the
such
league
a.
is gone, man. The league is gone and dusted. I don't think we need to, go all gun ho
By
in
the
the
way,
league.
SR is female. Shout out SR.
Oh, big up SR. I didn't know you were female. Big up to you. Do you know what I mean? Big up, big up, big up, big up, big up.
Oh,
There you are.
Yeah, you know what? You know what? Big up SR. You know what I mean? Big up, man. Big up. My bad, man. My bad,
So-
man. I didn't know, bro. I didn't know that was a girl. SR, brother. That sounds like somebody from my ends, bro. Do you know what I mean? Yo, it's SR, broski. Yeah, I'm on ends, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's just big up, man. What's going on with SR, bro?
That's so
Only,
weird
only,
comment there.
bro. Only. But big up anyway. Listen, I'll be real. I don't care about if Liverpool win the league or Liverpool don't win the league. At this point, that's just like fitness for me, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Keeping
yeah,
them
I
fit,
agree with
bro.
you.
Keeping the lads
Yeah.
fit.
And by the way, do we also agree that we don't care about finishing second or fourth? Because I don't.
I
I
don't
like to maintain.
personally.
I like to maintain second, but it's not like a. It's not like oh my god, we have to keep second. Oh my god, if we don't, it's gonna be crazy. Saka effect.
But if Ash was here, it's like, no, it's very important. It's progression. It's Shit.
Well, why are you talking like Ashraf, bro? You know, so Ashraf
No,
is
I'm
not
just
here.
saying, if Ashraf was here, he will tell you this. You know, for me, I told him it
If we
doesn't matter.
progress, even if it's 0.001%, I will back the manager. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Wallah,
man.
that's Ashraf, bro.
I
That's
know,
Ashraf.
man. I know. But for me, it doesn't matter. Like second, third, fourth, as long as we are.
Although I'll tell you guys something, I'm kind of, bro. I have to see, like, even if we lose that final, I have to see how I'm feeling after if I want to sack the manager or not, because I don't like. Part of me is like, bro, sack him, bro. He ain't won a trophy. Part of me,
somebody's
guys,
backing off. Okay.
guys,
Okay.
I can't lie. I
You
have to. I'll be
fraud.
real with you. I'll be real with you. I'll be real with you. I'll be real with you. I sit there in bed, yeah, and I'm like, bro, part of me is like, bro, you have to sack him if you don't want a trophy. You have to sack him, bro.
So
Stick with your
basically,
word.
what you're saying is, we have a surgeon who killed 5 people, aka 5 years of our lives. You know what I'm saying? And now he is almost finishing his operation on the 6th patient, but he died at the end. You know what I'm saying?
That's a bit extreme.
I'm gonna
but
give him
okay.
another chance. You know what I'm saying? Wallah, bro, that nah.
Bro,
He should-
that
Regardless, he
Sad,
should
you
be.
flip flop. You are showing me you are flip flop. I'm sorry.
listen,
bro.
I
You know
might
that
I
love
might
you,
be I
but-
might be a flip flop. I might be a flip flop, but I don't know, man. I don't know if I can sack a manager that gets me to a Champions League final. I don't know if I can.
Why we sacked to Wenger?
Yeah, akhi. Wenger. Listen, the thing is, firstly, I didn't want Wenger sacked. Secondly, even
Didn't?
after, yeah, I personally didn't. I wasn't one of those people. But listen, I'll be real with you guys. I need to see how I'm feeling. Do you know what I mean? I need to see how I'm feeling
Man,
after
I'm
Pull
sticking.
up Trajan's comment.
after the emotions are.
I'm
Pull up
sticking with my
Trajan's
guns,
comment.
man.
That's the sentence that we need to go with. Win
When it or he
go.
goes.
Yes, man.
Khalas.
I am in that. I mean,
Tell you
yes,
what.
he gave us a good vibe this
I-
season that we
and
reached to the
understand-
final, all that stuff. But no, man. I'm
And
sorry.
Saad, wallahi, I understand where you're coming from. Wallahi, I'm not even joking.
Because you don't know what happens. What
Listen,
happens if we
listen,
dominate them in the game,
Yeah,
in the
listen.
final, and then it's a dodgy decision?
Okay, but
that gets
listen,
them-
but listen.
You
let's-
get-
I
let me finish, let
need
me
to
finish, let me
see
finish,
that
let me finish.
trophy.
There you
You
are.
think, because you think, Saad, we've now seen glimpses of greatness of what he and the team can produce. You think there's
Yes.
more to this, you know what I'm saying? So when we don't win eventually, you think, oh, we had an amazing run at the Champions League, there is more to come. That's what you think. But That's what they want you to think. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to think that way. We need to still think we need to win that shit. Imagine we had the chance to get Inzaghi to replace Arteta with. Would you say no to that, bro? Of course not, bro. You know what I'm saying? 2 Champions League finals in okay, maybe not this year, but if he goes to a final this year, that's 2 Champions League finals in 3 years, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Isn't that progress as well? You know? That's how I feel about this. So for me, win it or khalas.
Yeah,
It's just
man.
that simple.
Me too. I'm sticking with my guns here. Win it or get out.
Listen, man, I have to see how I feel, bro.
Because the mistakes that he did across the
There you
four or 5 years.
I have to
too
see,
much, man.
bro. I have to see how I feel, bro.
You can,
because
Saad, listen.
like
Saad,
I
let me
said,
just-
this has been my thought process throughout the whole thing. Yeah,
Mm.
I give him till the end of the season, and then I see what's going on.
Never take a permanent decision based on a temporary feeling. Okay, let's look at it.
That's why I'm saying I'm neither in or out.
Now you're
Yeah.
overhyped because
And-
he did it
and
against
this
Madrid.
is
That's
why-
fine.
No, but
And
it's not
this is
even that. It's
why-
not even that.
And this is why
It's
you
not-
are the biggest fence sitter I know. You are literally the biggest
Bro,
fence
I
sitter
got
know.
hold on, bro. I got splinters on my ass every day, bro. It's all good,
Yeah, I
man.
know.
Do you know what I mean? We know this, bro. We do this, but it is what it is. Listen, I'll be real. I need to see what's gonna happen. Do you know what I mean? I need to see what's gonna happen. So, right now, I'm
But
just gonna
Saad,
be like, you
but
know what?
Saad, you cannot neglect what he did in the past 4 years, or let's
Yes,
say what he didn't do. in the past
I
4
fully
years.
understand. I fully understand. I fully understand. Do you know what I mean? I fully understand, but I don't want to get into this whole Mikel Arteta
Because
thing.
before it was, it's Man
Because-
City. We're losing the league because of this juggernaut Man City. Now
Yeah.
it's Liverpool with slots.
Imagine this, yeah. Brendan Rodgers go to a Champions League final and they re-sign him instead of bringing in Klopp. Do you really think Liverpool fans want that, bro? Of course not. They went for the winner, bro, and they brought in Klopp.
the thing is for me is I just, in my personal opinion, I'm not gonna make any decisions yet. Do you know what I mean? When I make my decision,
Fair enough.
when I make my decision at the end of the season, I can't help
We will
with
be
what
there.
I'm thinking.
We will
Yeah.
be there.
If I want him to, if I'm gonna give him another year, I'm gonna give him another year. If I want him sacked, it all depends on how I'm.
So you want to
it
stay
all
on
depends on what
the
I'm.
fence. That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, I'm on the fence at the moment. Yeah,
Mm.
Okay.
I'll be so real. Like, do you know what I mean? Listen, the game is the game. Do you know what I mean? And I'm playing it very well.
My guy said playing it really well. You're a fence sitter,
Yeah.
bro.
Listen, man.
playing the game.
Listen. I was playing the game, bro. I had people believing that I was Arteta in for a long time, and then now I've had people believing I was going to be Arteta out, and now all of a sudden I flipped the script. Do you know what I mean? So
No. Because
listen,
you were
it's all
never
good, guys.
you were never as convincing with your Arteta out statements as with your Arteta in statements.
Hold on
Oh,
a minute.
yeah.
No. I sat here. No, Sami, you can't even laugh at that because I sat here with you last stream
Mhm.
fighting for the case that we should sack him if he doesn't win the
That's what I'm
trophy.
saying. You're a
Listen,
flip flop.
but the thing
listen,
is-
listen, can I say one thing? There's a difference between your tone. You say, yeah, if he doesn't win it, he should leave. You know what I'm saying? Compared to, I believe my gaffer, he will win this league for me. You see the difference between the two tones? You know what I'm saying? You see,
Yeah,
you see
man,
the
at that
difference, bro?
time, man, you showed passion, man. Wow, that
You see the
passion
difference?
man.
poured out. of
I
you,
was,
man.
bro. Listen, man. I can't lie, bro. Don't make me take off
There
this.
you
Bro,
go.
don't make me start throwing stuff, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, bro, if we like, do you know what I mean? Like, bro, do you know, we
Such
might
a
get to the
fraud,
Champions
bro.
League. We might get to the Champions League final, bro. If we get to the Champions League final, like, bro, I might start. Yeah, I might, bro. Something might go flying, bro. Like, do you know what I mean?
Keep that for your OnlyFans channel, not here.
يا اخي احترم راسك يا اخي
غلط
احترم
دي.
راسك مالك من قال ما قال لي يا اونلي فانز حصل قطه لحط فهمتني لحط في الانترنت نوريهم ايش بغيتوا
Big up,
تشوفوا
Sam.
يعني ايش بغيتوا تشوفوا ايش كاين ايش هاد الاونلي فانز فهمتني
Only thought in it. Only thought.
Yeah, bro. It's only sad, bro. Like, guys, you're paying for the content, bro. You're paying for the content, bro. Paying for the content, man. But anyway, listen. Let's get into this. Let's get into the predictions for the weekend. because obviously we have to. I can't lie, man. It's anytime I speak about the Premier League, I just
Fall asleep. I know. Same.
bro, it's just so dry now. Do you know what I mean? It's just so dry, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
every game is just a dead rubber for me. Just keep your players informed. That's it.
Yeah, but we also play with no intensity in the Premier League these last few weeks.
Yeah.
And you can clearly see that these guys are just holding on and
Even
not
Arteta,
going
you don't see
wasting
him
energy.
pissed off or anything like that. He's like,
No, he's
"Ah,
like, yeah, okay, sure. You know what I'm
good job,
saying? Yeah.
guys. Yeah, that's it.
I mean, but bro, listen, these players
Mm.
in the interviews they spoke about wanting to win the Champions League. If a team has a goal like that, and it is impossible to win the league from Liverpool right now, they are gonna not focus on the Premier League. It's simple, bro. Wallah. It really is.
let me just see this. So let me go on Ash's thing.
The predictions.
Mhm.
Are you gonna actually update it this time or leave it to him again? You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm actually gonna update it.
Hey, okay, there you are. There you are.
Right, let's get on to it. There we go. Okay, so let me just put this down here. Present. There we go. Right. So this is obviously not the sheet. This is the sheet. Here we go. So we've got the predictions. Look, it's nearly done, my guy. It's nearly done, guys. It's nearly done. So first game we've got. Ash is obviously not here, so we'll start off with my predictions. Aston Villa versus Newcastle. This is a dangerous game, bro.
This is a very good one, bro.
This is a dangerous game. I'm gonna go with 2-1.
Villa. Oh
Nah,
wait,
to
Newcastle.
Newcastle, yeah.
Okay.
Sami?
Oh, that's a really tough one. But big up to Newcastle. 2-0 Newcastle.
I was about to say, bro, when he said big up to Newcastle, bro, I thought he was gonna do a loss to Newcastle. T?
I feel like this will be a 3-1 Newcastle.
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 Jordy. 3-1, yeah?
Yeah. Bro, they are steamrolling everyone right now, bro. Wallah.
Yeah, man, they just won 5-0.
Okay, next one is who's that team? Brighton, Brentford.
They're
We'll
both in
we'll
shit
start off
form.
with Sammy for this one.
I think it's gonna be 1-1.
Yeah, same. Same. Put 1-1 for me as well. That game. I mean, on paper it's a fun game, but the league is done, so it's boring.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Brighton. Palace up the Palace, man, versus Bournemouth. What are we saying?
Well, Twisted is gonna have another terrible weekend, it seems. So,
They got slapped up on the week, bro.
bro, insanity.
5-0, bro.
Yeah. For me, it's going to be a 3-1. 3-1.
I was gonna say that.
I
Too.
just want to see what did we do for Newcastle versus Palace.
Nobody said 5-0.
Ash said 1-1. I said 2-1 Palace. Sami was the closest with 3-0 to Newcastle, and then T said 3-1. So T and Sami got 1 point.
Yeah,
and
we
then
have 1 point. We have 1
0
point. You see that? You see that? Spot me, bro. Spot me.
I'm gonna go with the same
Sami,
as
spot
T.
me, Sami,
yeah, I'm not. Why am I spudding him?
Why
Why
is
am I
Sami leaving me
spudding him?
hanging, bro? Spot me,
Here,
bro.
man.
Spot me, bro. No, it's too,
Yeah, you
too
gotta
late.
go down, brother. You gotta
Yeah,
go
you need to
down.
go
Yes,
down,
Sami.
bro. You need to go
Habibi.
down.
Oh, I thought it was... What do you mean spot me? I don't know what that is.
That's this.
Fist pump.
Oh
man.
yeah, bump fist. Yeah, here you go.
Yeah, there you go.
You
Yeah.
go to the
It's
camera,
good enough.
man.
Good enough for
not
me.
up.
Good enough for me. Yeah, there you go.
Alright, big up, man. Right, Palace versus Bournemouth. What we saying, man?
3-1.
That's a 3-1 Bournemouth.
Same.
3-1 Bournemouth, yeah?
Mhm.
You lot are just doing the same predictions, yeah?
Bro, Twisted
Yeah.
is
No,
having
no,
Twisted is gonna have a terrible weekend because Fener is playing Beşiktaş as well. So good luck.
Hold that. Hold that, Fenerbahce, man. Oh. Do I put my trust in Palace again? Yeah, big up to Palace.
There you go, bro.
Big up to Palace. Man City versus Everton.
You go first.
Are they gonna?
Everton at home. Mm.
I can't lie.
Good
This
one,
has a
man.
draw written all over it, bro.
Yeah, stinky 2-2, huh?
Yeah, man.
Stinky 2-2.
Desmond is what I'm going with. You going with Desmond as well?
Um,
I don't believe in the fake form that City suddenly has, bro. Allah, fuck
I
that.
think it's gonna be 2-1 City.
2-1 City, yeah. I have a feeling that Sami is like gonna get the only points in that one. Obviously, Ash will do his predictions, and then we'll get Souls to do his predictions as well. Chelsea. Fucking shit club. What we saying, man? Them against Fulham, going away at Craven Cottage. What we saying, man?
Crime Cottage.
Yeah, man. They're going away at Cottage, the River Rats. What we
2-1.
saying, man?
2-1 of full haram.
2-1, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want these guys to make top 4 or top 5, so I need them to lose.
Sammy.
2-2.
Also good enough. It's also good.
Yeah, man. You see the score. Yeah, that score is correct. 3-1, bro. 3-1, bro. I think these guys are gonna get dogs, bro. It's crazy. Pause. Arsenal versus Ipswich Town. If we don't beat Ipswich Town, bro. If we don't beat Ipswich Town. Allah,
Whoa. Ipswich is
whoa,
beating
whoa,
us
whoa,
2-1,
whoa,
bro?
whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa!
Hold on a minute. Whoa.
Hold on a minute there.
Hold
it's
up.
gonna be
Wait a minute. Something
2-0
ain't right.
Arsenal. 2-0
2-0, yeah.
Arsenal.
T.
I think maybe 2-1 as 2-0 as well, but I think it could also be 3-1 to Asna. I think 3-1. I think we will concede one because of lapse of concentration. It will happen.
Yeah. Liverpool versus Leicester. Oh my god, bro. What can I put on here? Like, can I put 10-0?
26-0 Liverpool for me.
Yeah, man. I was gonna go with the exact same thing, bro. 22, bro. Actually, I'm gonna do 22-0, bro. No. Let me calm down. I think I'm gonna go 3-0, bro. Fucking 22-0.
2-0.
0.
I think it could even be 4-0, bro, because Leicester are so shit, bro. Allah, it's actually crazy. 3-0 still. I want the points, so 3-0.
Man United and
Alright.
Wolves.
Mane.
Well, to be fair, Wolves are in good shape in the Premier League. They won the last 4 games.
I want to know what score should I go with? Would they score?
I think this will be 2-1 Wolves.
In Old Trafford.
Yeah. Bro, Old Trafford is a shithole, bro. No one win. They don't win there anymore, bro.
You said 2-1 as well, yeah?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be 1-1.
I'm in, huh?
Yeah, I'm very real. I'm just gonna put this straight in right now. So what's your scores? What's your
2-0 Forest.
Yeah, you've learnt your lesson. You've learnt your lesson, Sammy, yeah?
Oh yes.
You learnt your lesson, yeah?
Never got trust the chickens. I'm sorry.
Thank you. T. Score predictions.
They can go to
Bro,
the finals,
listen, yeah.
to the UEFA League or whatever. Europe.
يا اخي طز والله.
Semi.
ايش من فاينل يا اخي؟ ايش من فاينل
They're
Bro,
the semi now.
Did you see who they play? They play fucking Bodo Glimt, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, Bodo Glimt are looking alright, bro. This campaign, bro. I think they can knock them out, bro.
They are going to the finals. I hope they lose though. But for me, this is going to be, I think, 3-1 Forest. because Forest are still fighting for that third place, and Spurs don't give a shit about the Premier League anymore. So yeah, 3-1.
West Ham and Southampton.
Yeah, man.
Mm.
Actually, no, I'm gonna do 2-1.
To
2-1
West
to
Ham?
West Ham. Yeah.
2-0 West Ham.
Wow, Southampton has only 10 points.
Yeah, bro, they're crap.
Oh my god.
It stinks, bro. It stinks and it
man.
reeks,
Honest-
bro.
I
It
don't
stinks
think
and it
I
reeks.
don't think we've ever had this low quality of teams that's promoted to the Premier League.
Yeah, I mean, fuck man, 10 points.
Mm.
Shit. 26 losses. Damn.
26 losses, all Latif.
Damn. Damn.
That's disgusting.
That's crazy, bro.
2-0, 2-0, West Ham.
Oh, by the way, Gyökeres hat-trick again, guys. Another one.
Really?
Yep.
All right, Gyökeres is cooking, man. Bring this guy to my club ASAP. Right, that is the predictions done for the lads. Now, since we're
For the
here,
lads.
I want to give you a
Since
scenario,
we're
Sad. Imagine the scenario. Imagine we go to the final, we lose marginally, and Tottenham wins the Europa League.
Wow. I think you're fucked the most because I don't know Tottenham people like that. You do, Sat. So you know what I'm saying.
why would you even like put that scenario in the air, bro?
Just
Why would
imagine.
you even speak it into existence, bro?
You know what it is. I cannot have them win a trophy overall, even if it's the Community Shield. I cannot have them win a trophy before us in the past 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So I
Just
cannot have
imagine that scenario, man. I'm gonna fucking lose my shit.
Yeah, I'll lose my shit. All right, big up to Hassam. Hassam, basically, in other words, the evidence just dropped, bro. The clips just dropped from Vel.
Damn.
That's basically what this means.
Mhm.
That's basically what this basically what this
Oh,
means.
Sam, can you do us a favor? Can you say the same thing Saad said, but with your blue jacket, please? Thank you.
Yeah. Can you say that I think Arsenal won't win the Champions League, but
Yes.
say it in the blue jacket. I need you to get that blue blazer and say Arsenal. There's no way they're gonna win the Champions League.
There
I
is
need-
0% chance they are gonna win the Champions League. I need to hear that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
bro. It's gonna feed generations, bro. It's gonna feed. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
500 pounds.
£500, yeah, akhi.
Aboud,
Yeah,
where's
500
Aboud, bro?
pounds.
Aboud, where you at, bro?
No, let's set up a. We need to set up. All we need to do is set up a GoFundMe for Hassam to do the
Go
blazer, bro.
fund me. I'll-
A GoFundMe, bro. People will pay into it, bro. Arsenal fans will pay into that, bro. Even if it's like a 20 quid or 30 quid, do you know what I mean? Hey, listen, man. Hey, it could be mad, bro. It could be mad. But listen, I do appreciate everybody. I just upped it to £1,000 now. Look at this guy.
There you
Such a
are.
fraud, bro.
There you
This
are.
guy's such a fraud, bro. He's actually such a fraud. But listen, I do appreciate everybody who has. Listen, we came here, we talked, we chatted about this whole. Listen, I'm gassed, man. I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. We slapped
Yeah,
up Madrid.
to the point now you're Arteta in.
I didn't say that, bro.
No, he's still in the middle. He's still on the fence.
Yeah, okay, I'm on the fence, bro. I'm laying on the fence, bro. Right now, I'm like this. Do you know what I mean? One leg down.
Bro,
do you know what I mean? I'm relaxed,
why
bro.
do you say it so proudly, bro? Sitting on the fence is not something you should be proud of.
Yes.
I'm proud, bro. I don't give a fuck.
This guy, bro.
I'll be real, bro. I don't care, bro. Do you know what I mean? But listen, I do appreciate everybody who has come through. I do appreciate everybody who has stuck with us for this stream. Make sure to smash the like button. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. We are out of here. Let me see if anybody's live that I could pass you guys over to. And while I'm here, let me
I
just
think
put the
Hussam
boys.
is live in a bit with the Liverpool guys.
There we go.
Oh no, that's literally in 50 minutes. Okay, you can do something else.
If no one's live, I'll still send them there to Hassam's channel.
Make sure to go there and like the video, guys. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and like this one as well. How many likes are we on, by the way? What's the likes looking like, guys? Let me look, bro.
Sarcasm City is live. Actually, Sunshine's live. Big up Sunshine FC. Guys, I'm sending you guys over to Sunshine because Ban Hassam, Sunshine is going to get the redirect. Smash the like button when you get over there. And can you just say, what can we put down?
Something about Maguire. We
Yeah.
must. Something about Maguire, bro.
Yeah.
Because he saved them. You know what I'm saying? So,
That was a weird game, man.
bro,
That was a weird game.
I cannot believe they actually did that, bro. They actually, if you want the definition of bottling something, you should watch that game. Literally.
Wow.
Where is this? There we go. If that's even how you spell his name, man.
Yeah. By the way, let's get this stream to 50 likes, guys, before you guys leave to Sunshine as well.
Yes,
You know what I'm
guys,
saying?
come on.
Make sure to like and subscribe on this video as well, guys.
Smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button. Guys, when you go over there, just spam this. Maguire Goat. If that's even how you spell his name. I don't know how you spell that slabhead's name, bro.
Yeah. That's the way you do it.
But guys, smash this, smash the like button, get this to 50 likes, go over there, put hashtag Maguire Goat, get that done for me, people. We are out of here. Peace out, people. Love for the love. Oh, hold on. There's
Hold
a
on.
there's
Pause.
a super chat.
Oh yeah.
Allah. Big up to Abdullah. He says, I'm an Iraqi City fan. I would love to be on Koora. Listen, we might get you on, man. We might get you on. I'll let you know, man. I'll let you know. Shout me on yeah, big up to Iraq, bro.
Big up to Iraq. Big up Yunus Mahmoud, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
If you know,
big
you
up,
know.
man.
Yunus Mahmoud. Wow.
Yeah, bro.
The
Hi,
fucker
guys.
who was scored against Saudi back in
Listen.
07.
Bro, that guy was a beast. He was a beast,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
back in the day. Wallah.
He was.
Better than
Listen,
Havertz.
what is this, bro? What is this? Listen, guys. Abdullah, definitely, man. We can speak about it and sort it out, mate. Definitely, yeah. But we can try and get you. We could try and get you on a stream, of course. But yeah, just message me on Twitter and we can speak about it and we'll see what we can do. About getting you on a stream, yeah. But listen, I appreciate you for the super chat. Appreciate you for sending it. Absolute legend. Thank you very much for sending that super chat, man. Absolute goat, man. But listen, we are out of here. Go and smash
Peace.
the like button and make sure to go and smash. Make sure to go and type this in. Maguire Goat. Big up, man. Peace out, people. Peace.